Hello, Happy New Year, and congratulations to our President-elect Donald Trump. And this is live broadcast from Myanmar Review and Rebuild. That we would like to congratulate President-elect Donald Trump on this special time and occasion of on the eve of inauguration event in Washington D.C. My name is Adam Trump. In social media, to be specific, on Facebook, Adam Trump. But I give my name U Myint. U Myint in Myanmar name for Myanmar Adui Myanmar Ayi. In English, that's called Myanmar Review and Rebuild. We have presented a few presentations regarding Myanmar affairs. But on this occasion, at this time, the first thing is we send our congratulations to our President-elect Donald Trump, and will soon be President of the United States of America. And in essence, he is one of the most influential leaders in this world, on this planet. So what we want to say, when President Donald Trump is coming up in office and during his term, and we have heard many policies he set forth to achieve during his term, and his goals during his campaign he talked about, and in his associates or his teammates that he will join hands in accomplishing, in carrying out his task he set forth in achieving his goals. So in talking about those goals and missions, and we from Myanmar Review and Rebuild who also like to join with your team in a way that we can communicate with you directly or indirectly with President Donald Trump. And also we want to take part in international affairs that Donald Trump will be tackling on, especially in Asian affairs. I'm originally from Myanmar, formerly Burma, but I live in the States since 2004, and I'm a citizen of the United States of America. And with that, I have my roots in Myanmar, and my interests and emotions attached to Myanmar. And that is the reason. And we, the Myanmar Review and Rebuild, set up this page and channel to talk about the situations and the events happening in Myanmar, and then why they happen, how they happen, and what we can do about those things to get a solution and to the goal of establishing a federal union of Myanmar after defeating the terrorist-like military group backed by Chinese Communist Party interests in Myanmar. So right now, from yesterday, that is Saturday, and I learned some things about the policy on sending back those illegal immigrants or criminal immigrants in the United States. In essence, that is about law and law enforcement. United States is pretty much founded on the rule of law, and the Attorney General question session was pretty much says about the rule of law, and I really admire her and her stand to practice the rule of law regardless of any how do I say the natural rights of the citizens. So like on this topic, with congratulations to Donald Trump and his team, specifically his cabinet, the secretaries of every department, under him. And we want to join with him, and with him means with President Donald Trump and with his team, the cabinet, in part of the global issues, in dealing with the global issues, particularly with some parts in Asia, and especially if that comes to Myanmar affairs, and finding Myanmar's the resolutions for Myanmar situations. Enforcing the law is the topic I would like to say here. That is about the sending back the illegal immigrants. Some people are complaining about like separating the families, or like their peace and security, or many things about they are saying. But we understand, we see the sympathy and empathy for them, and we really understand. I myself is one of them, like coming to America as a student, and later for my background situations, I seek refugee in the U.S. and I find my shelter to protect myself from those threats. But I can really feel those feelings and insecurities of those people. But the thing is, as far as I hear the message correctly and lawfully, I don't hear Donald Trump will be sending back all individuals that come in the United States without any documents. I don't hear that message in that way. I hear that the criminals, the people from mental institutes, those people from mental institute, they are unstable in their mind and out of common sense. They may potentially create problems in the society of the United States of America. Those are the targets President Donald Trump see as a threat to the society and to the rule of law of the United States of America. That is why he is saying and talking about those things and trying to implement his mission and vision. What's that? Hold on a second. What's that? Anyway, so that sorry for the interruption. So that is the point I'm trying to make here. The rule of law and enforcing the law. That is President Trump is trying to accomplish. Not intentionally breaking the families and separating the families and putting them back in their insecurity and in their fear state of living standards. Hey. So I'm going to talk about enforcing the law. So for example, if law is not respected, not honored, or not enforced, chaos and problems tend to come up. That's everybody, every common sense people know, every educated people knows. And also, if partially enforced, it leads to corruption. Shows that the law treats differently, not by principles, but by emotions. That is a partially enforced law. So that's not correct. That becomes definitely a corruption state of affairs. So in this case, I am going to give an example of the case of partially enforced or not enforced correctly and effectively. The country of Myanmar. The country of Myanmar, it is called like a Burma. Now, since 2021, it is under very chaotic situations. The terrorists, like military, they use the weapons they have to kill the people. Not intentionally, exclusively the people. They are trying to attack the coup or anti-military groups. They're trying to control. They means that the military group trying to control and keep the power to manage the people. That is not the way the Myanmar people have had elections and trying to lead the direction into democratic system. The whole world knows that. Since 2011 or 2010, Thein Sein's period, to until 2021 or 2020, during Aung San Suu Kyi's time, the country is moving a little by little towards the democratic system and towards the democratic nation, giving the people freedom to choose and determine their destiny on their own. But because of the rule of law doesn't exist in Myanmar, it is very difficult to keep control of the situation in order. On top of that, the worst factor in creating this situation in 2021 of Myanmar is the Chinese Communist Party, particularly the Wang Yi and Xi Jinping. I said that here, why Wang Yi and Xi Jinping, because those two people are the people at the helm directing the strategy and directing the activities in Myanmar, directly relating, communicating with the top leaders of Myanmar, as well as with the top leaders of the ethnic EAOs, ethnic armed groups, organizations. So they play both hands, holding both in right and left hands. In their one hand, they control the military group, the official group of Myanmar, and on the other hand, they control the EAOs, the minority group rebels, or EAOs as they usually commonly call it. Yes. So the people and the nation is quite under distraction right now. But the people stand up, and the educated leaders stand up to this situation and to change the direction of the distraction into positive, constructive direction. And every organization and every leader, I mean, like really honest leaders. There are some leaders in the leadership position, they are not honest. They are the plants by the CCP, the spies, or how do I say, the people who are there to destroy the unity and the power of the united forces in making a difference for this situation. So what I'm trying to point out is that Xi Jinping and Wang Yi, they are evil leaders, at least for Myanmar. Myanmar leaders, they are feeling that even Min Aung Hlaing, the top general of Myanmar military group, he is just a slave, purely 100% slave of the communists, Xi Jinping or Wang Yi. That is why these things are happening. Together with So Win, the second top leader of the military group, and also the mouthpiece of the military group, Zhao Mei or Zhao Mintong, as in real name. Those three guys are really 100% slaves of the communist influence in Myanmar. So, my point, rule of law. So Aung San Suu Kyi and her leaders are trying to, Myanmar people's cooperation, try to lead the country into a correct, equal, and just society and the democratic system of government. They destroy it. They mean the military group combined with the communist instructions destroy it, or destroy now, even now. So my appeal to the global leaders, starting from Donald Trump, to all democratic leaders of the world nations, that please join your hands, give your hands to Myanmar leaders, Myanmar people's leaders, who are striving to change the direction of this destruction into creative and positive society, making the democratic governance system in Myanmar. So we call for your help from US, United States of America, and their leadership, even from the people of United States of America. Also, we include our call for help to Japan and its Japan's leader, as well as Japanese people, and together with all democratic nations around the world, European Union nations, and even from Africa. Some parts of Africa are also, for so many years, under communist pressure, since the communists, particularly the Chinese investments, are coming into those nations. The investments itself are not bad, but the power behind them is something to think about twice. No, America has so many investments in many countries of the world. Of course, there are some wars created by, initiated by, and ended by the United States of America. After that, they want to build the democratic countries, liberating the people, giving the people the freedom, and giving the freedom to choose the way they want to live. And that, yeah, there are positive and negative things, pro and cons in everything, in every subject. Positive and negatives, plus and minus. So let's look at the Korea, Thailand, Vietnam, and Japan. Those nations after the war with the United States, they were built up again, giving the economics power by providing technologies and the leadership principles as well as the trainings. And even China right now, they built up the power through the people who were educated in the United States and many democratic nations. And with the skills they learned in those nations, going back to their original country, China, and using them and applying them, employing them, and building up the businesses, economics, and the military might as well. So that, understanding that China is evil to Myanmar right now. When I say China, I don't mean the people of China, the common people of China, the common business of China. Specifically, I mean that Xi Jinping and Wang Yi, that is, I call China, and the negative and evil influence and evil people related to Myanmar's destruction. That is, I call China. So please be clear on my point saying China. I don't mean, let me repeat it again clearly. I don't mean the whole population of China when I say China. When I say China, I mean particularly Xi Jinping and Wang Yi. And with those people or persons related to the destructions of Myanmar in economy, in politics, in military, in every aspect of Myanmar's destruction. Those people, that is what I mean China. So from that point of perspective, I would like the world leaders to think about their relationship with China. China is not treating exclusively or only to Myanmar in this way. They are treating to many people in this way. Influencing the power structure of those small, weak nations to build up their own strength and might. So when it comes to your door, at the door of your country, at the door of your people, it may be late. By that time, prevention is better than cure. Prevention is better than cure. And you have helped. You means the democratic nations and the world economics power nation, starting from United States and Japan and European Union nations. You have built up the country of China, supporting the Communist Party, but now they become strong enough to stand shoulder to shoulder with you, and gradually showing you some symptoms to challenge your position, your power, your might, and your status. Be very careful, my friends. You all know that, you all feel that, you all see that, and you all are experiencing those things. this is the time with the strong leadership of the United States of America, led by Donald Trump. Let us join forces together to keep the war in orderly manner by trying to prevent the evil from sprouting up from the ground. My message may not be clear because of my language, but I hope you will understand my point. So my conclusion here is, number one, I send my congratulations in behalf of the group or the channel, Myanmar Review and Rebuild. We have here to congratulating the President-elect Donald Trump as of today, and tomorrow he will be official and lawful and legal mandatory President of the United States of America. And also to his cabinet and then leaders under his leadership. I send my congratulations to all of you and I wish you all my best in setting out your policy, in joining your hands together in supporting your leader, President Donald Trump, and also in implementing his vision, his missions, by your ultimate efforts in leading your people in your departments, as well as to the constituents in your voting area. So let me conclude here. I support you and I support your leadership and I honor your leadership and I respect you, and I also ask for your help and your support and the amount of your capability. I don't demand too much beyond your capability in supporting our efforts in Myanmar affairs. But any supports and cooperation will be appreciated and recorded in our hearts and in the history of Myanmar. Thank you and God bless you.